Good morning. Today we are gonna go deep. Today I'm gonna talk about giving up. I'm gonna talk about why people give up. I'm gonna talk about how you can stop yourself from not giving up. How you can do things that are uncomfortable for you, so that you can get out of whatever situation you are in. This morning we were talking about unemployment. I have a radio show, and we were talking about unemployment this morning. And there was a story of a young girl who her self-esteem took a knock because of her unemployment. She would watch her siblings go to school. Her younger siblings would go to school. Her parents would go to work, and she would be at home. She wouldn't have anything to do at home. She wouldn't have airtime. She wouldn't have data to go and search for this. So she's been looking for a job for a very long time. It's been 3 years since she has been looking for a job, and that took a knock on her self-esteem. So today I want us to get in deep into that, into why you should not stop there. Why you should not stop. First of all, you should know that you should not stop there. As difficult as it is, as difficult as the situation you are in right now is, you should not stop. You should not stop. You should continue. I sometimes motivation, it seems like dreams and wishes and all of that, but there are other times I have been through a time where all I've ever had is motivation. I've been in the darkest depression. All I have, no money, no family, no kids, no friends, nothing. All I've had is motivation. That one day I will make it as well. One day I will make it as well. That is all that kept me going. That is all. That is the thread that I needed just to keep myself alive. There are people going through bad things right now. I want you to know that if this video is all you have, then you have something you can start. You have something that you can start your life with. So we're gonna go deep into that today. I'll tell you, I did something today for my self-esteem. For a long time I've felt like a failure. In my life I've felt like a failure for a long time. So I failed my grade 11. I was I almost dropped out. I failed my grade 11. I didn't want to continue with my matric, but I did continue with my matric. I went on to do my matric. I went to tertiary to do fine art in Durban. I failed. First year I failed. Second year I failed, and I dropped out. I'm a university dropout. That was 2007. I dropped out of university. And for a long time, that haunted me. For a long time, that kept me in my low self-esteem. I was this dropout. For a long time, I was this dropout. When I started to get into personal development, when I started to look inside of myself, to realize that I can be actually what I want to be, there have been things that have been holding me back. One of the biggest things, one of my biggest insecurities, is not feeling like I deserve to be at a certain place because I'm uneducated. That has been a big thing for me. There's a narrative in society where if you're not educated, then you have a certain place. You keep yourself at a certain place. So for a very, very long time, I was doing great things with my life. I was changing my life. Everything was changing around me. I started businesses. I started talking to people. I started my motivational business. I started talking to schools, children. I started personal coaching, business coaching. But one thing that has always haunted me is the fact that I was a tertiary dropout. I failed my high school. I felt like a failure all my life, even though I was doing these great things. I felt like a failure. For all those years, I started personal development way back in 2013. When I got my first book, I started reading this book, and I decided, you know what, I can be anything I want to be. I can be anything I want to be. But that has been constant for me. I have not gotten out of that self-esteem whereby I failed. So this year I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do things that I have always wanted to do. I'm gonna do things that are uncomfortable. I'm gonna get out of myself. I'm gonna get my self-esteem back. I decided, you know what, there was a song a long time ago by Eminem called Will the Real Slim Shady Please Stand Up. I decided for myself this year that will the real Malwande Bebeza please stand up. Will the real Malwande Bebeza please stand up. Stop being this dropout. Stop being this tertiary dropout. Stop being this high school failure. Stop beating yourself up about it. You can stand up for yourself. You can do it. You can do it. I've always wanted to go and improve my results because I passed my matric with F's, E's, and H's. I felt like a failure for all these years up until now. But this year I decided, let me stand up. Let the real Malwanda Bebeza who can do anything. I'm always telling people you can do anything, you can be anything. But I have been failing to do that for myself. So I decided yesterday that, you know what, let me do it. Let me, as difficult as it is, let me go back to school. I decided yesterday, you know what, let me go find out what I need to do. I went there, told me what I needed to do. I need to upgrade this subject. I need to do this. I need to repeat that subject, go to the Department of Education. I decided to do that. I went there, I did that. Now, it's not going to be a simple journey. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a simple journey. It is going to be a hard journey because I still have to get out of that low self-esteem where I feel like a failure. I still do, but I know that I can do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. I know that I can do it. It's not going to be easy. Going back to matric after 2005, that's close to 18 years. 18 years, I am rewriting my matric. I am doing that because I know I deserve it. My self-esteem deserves it. Let me stop feeling like a failure this year. I have not done a lot of things because I felt like a failure. I have not done a lot of things. I've turned down a lot of speaking gigs. I've been asked to speak to university students and I turned it down because I felt like I do not deserve to be speaking in front of them. So I'm doing this year, I'm doing something for myself. I'm standing up inside of myself. I'm saying to myself, I'm stopping being a failure. Whatever you are going through, whatever you went through, if you were bullied, if you were chased out of a job, if you have failed before, that does not define you. You can come back after 10 years, after 15 years, after 20 years, you can come back, go back to school, you can get that degree, you can get that PhD, you can get those master's honors, whatever you want to get, you can still get that money, you can still be a millionaire at whatever age you are at. I don't care what experience you've had before. I felt like a failure. I'm telling you, I felt like a failure since 2005 up until 2023. That's 18 years of feeling like a failure. But I decided to stand up this year. I'm going to stand up. I'm not going to be a failure anymore. I'm not going to accept being a failure anymore. What things are you accepting in your life? Have you accepted the fact that you will never be employed? Have you accepted the fact that you will never have money? You will never have your own house. You will never have your own car. What facts have you accepted? Let's change those facts this year. Let us not accept things that are not helping us this year. I am not going to accept being a failure. I am not going to accept being a failure. I will go back as difficult. I don't care if it takes me 10 years. I don't care if it takes me 15 years, 20 years. I will get that degree. I promise myself today that I will get that. I don't care how long it takes because you must realize one thing. The time is going to pass anyway. 5 years is going to pass anyway. But in those 5 years, what do I want to be? Where will I be? Will I be in the same place, still feeling like a failure? Or will I have a degree? Because the time is going to pass anyway. Even if I don't enroll in school, the time is going to pass anyway. In 5 years' time, I want to feel like a winner. I want to feel like a winner. I want to get out of my low self-esteem in 5 years' time. I did it, and you can do it as well. You can do it as well. Start today. Do something that you've always wanted to do. Go out there. Go and enroll. Go start that business. Go out there. Dust off your CV. Go look for that job again. If you've been tired of looking for jobs, start again. Start again every single day. Go and do something that you yourself will be proud of in 1 year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, 4 years' time, 5 years' time. I am proud of where I am right now, but I'm not satisfied. In 5 years' time, I will have my degree. That is the goal that I set for myself. That is my own goal. That is my own goal. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to get that goal. That is something that is inside of me, that puts a fire inside of me. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. So light that fire under yourself today. You're going to get that job. You're going to get that million. You are going to get everything that you wanted. You're gonna get every single thing that you wanted. The only thing holding you back is yourself. Get up there, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop feeling like a failure. Stop feeling broke. Stop feeling depressed. Get out there, do something today. Do something for your self-esteem. Thank you so much. Please like my videos, subscribe to this channel, and share. Thank you so much. We'll see you again in the next video.